You feel me?
Right. Waleed, Naeem, you on stage. What's up?
All praise be to God, the Lord of the worlds. Man, I wish I could turn my camera on, but I'm having some issues with StreamYard. I wish you could see me, but perhaps you'll see this on my YouTube channel
Word
when I
abandoned
upload
us.
this
He's on
discussion
YouTube.
later.
Can y'all hear
But
the
yeah,
guest?
Yeah, we can't really hear
Oh,
too
sorry,
much.
say that again?
Can y'all hear the guest? Say something,
Yeah,
Waleed.
I can hear you. Is there anyone else I need to
Yeah,
hear?
Yeah, that's better.
it's
Oh no,
better.
you're asking them if they can hear me.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
was asking the guests on TikTok. Can they hear you?
Yeah.
What's up, Waleed?
So yeah, I'm not familiar with your channel. It's my first time on here. I was just going through my YouTube feed and I saw your live stream and I knew God was calling me to bring me in here to discuss with you about Islam, the Quran, Christianity, and what's your name so that I know what to call you throughout this discussion.
Yeah, they call me Word.
Word?
Word. W-O-R-D.
Word. Okay. So I suppose we can begin this with a prayer, an invocation in the name of God, and then I
No,
can
that's
get
okay.
into...
You don't have to do that.
Well, that's the most important thing. So at least I'll begin that right now. So in the name of God, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful, my Lord and my God.
No, can we not? No, can we not?
Bro, what are you doing,
we
dude?
reject
He's on mute.
your prayer.
He's on mute.
We haven't really.
When he's done, he can come back off mute.
What the hell,
This
bro?
is already on a bad start. Holy crap.
Come on, you gotta respect boundaries, you know? We don't even know which God he praying to right now.
Yeah. He's on mute. Whenever you're done praying, you can come off mute, Waleed.
You are so fucking stupid.
Waleed.
Okay. So, all right, we'll continue the discussion. And
Okay.
so it seems like you have very little respect for the Almighty God. I was praying to him and you muted me for it. But okay,
no, I don't think your God is the Almighty God.
Bro, there's only one God of all mankind. I was just praying to the Lord, the same Lord who Jesus and Moses and everybody else prayed to.
Is that Allah of the Quran?
What was the
Is that
satanic
Allah of the
or demonic
Quran?
thing? Allah, you know, Arabic Christians, they call God Allah. Allah
Yeah, but
just means
that
God.
doesn't. But who is the God that they think is Allah?
The creator of the heavens and the earth, the one who created the heavens
Yeah,
and the
but
earth
what
in
is?
6 days
Yeah, but what
and took his place upon the throne.
is that?
Okay, either way,
Is that Jesus?
we'll put that aside. That
do
be
the Arabic
between your Lord
Christians think
and you
Allah
on the
is
day
Jesus?
of judgment. Say that again?
Do the Arabic Christians pray to their Allah as Jesus?
Depends on the Christians you speak to. I've spoken to all kinds of Christians. Some
Well,
pray
you're
to
talking
Jesus,
about the Arab Christians.
Some people pray to God alone. Some people pray to Jesus.
Okay, well, that's not Allah, correct?
Either way, that's your matter with the Lord on the day of judgment in the end, that you disrespected a man during his holy invocation. But anyways, to bring this up,
oh no, we're all so worried about it.
I'm truly saying this from the bottom of my heart. I'm not lying to you. I wanted to be a Christian for the longest time. For the longest time, I was surrounded by Christians. I deeply respected them, but there was simply I'm about to get into it. So the thing that stopped me from becoming a Christian was, I'm a Quran alone Muslim. I reject the Hadith on the authority of the Quran. So when I read the Quran and I read the Bible,
oh my God,
it
bro,
is so crystal clear. What book brings a clearer message? The Bible is filled with
the bottom of his heart must be deep.
So many contradictions.
Waleed.
And the Quran makes perfect sense.
Waleed.
Dark in there.
Waleed.
Are you going to let me finish what I'm saying, or are you just going to cut me off?
No, because you're a Quran only Christian. No, because you're going on and you're shotgunning points. We can go by point.
We can go point by point.
Okay,
that's
so you're saying that the Quran doesn't have any contradictions. That's one of the first ones, right?
The Quran has no contradictions. It gives me a very
let's
clear
test the claim, bro.
The Bible does not.
Let's test the claim. Okay.
Okay.
Do you have a Quran on you?
I can pull it up. You can bring forth a verse in the Quran that you feel is a contradiction, and then if you let me bring forth things that I have problems with in the Bible as contradictions.
Okay, go to 478.
Okay.
Surah An-Nasai, ayah 78. I'm like, Cap, man, Islam is an effeminate religion, bro. The Cap was tripping me out.
Effeminate religion, bro. They get easily offended.
Yeah, man, y'all get easily
feminine religion.
Bro. Like, it's like y'all
you disrespected the man praying to God.
It's one of the most effeminate religions I've ever seen in my life, bro.
You got life messed up, bro.
Yeah.
Are you at 478?
478.
Yeah.
Wherever you be, in the name of God, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful, wherever you be, death will overtake you, though you be in castles built high. And if good befalls them, they say this is from God. And if evil befalls them, they say this is from you. Say thou all is from God. Then what ails these people that they scarcely understand a statement? Okay.
Okay, so right there, good and evil or bad comes from God, correct? According to this.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Now read 479.
Yep. 479. Okay. Wherever you be, death will overtake you. Okay. And then right after that, what befalls thee of good, it is from God. And what befalls thee of evil, it is from thyself. And we have sent thee to mankind as a messenger, and sufficient as God as witness.
Right.
Whoso obeys the messenger has obeyed God.
Right.
And whoso turns away, he is not sent thee as a custodian of them. Okay.
Okay.
This is
So
very,
according
very...
to 479, where does evil come from?
Okay. So now I want to first bring something to your attention. Is it not interesting? So do you believe
Can you answer the question, bro?
Don't
Can you
waffle.
answer the
I'm not
question?
dodging. I'm giving a context. I will answer.
All you got is all you have to do is
No, no,
answer
but
the question
you're
and then
trying-
give context, bro.
You're trying to
Answer the
dictate and
context
frame the
and then
conversation.
answer the
You're trying to
question, then give context, bro.
Not every question is a yes or no answer. There
I didn't
requires
ask
more
for a yes
nuance
or
and
no.
detail.
I asked you to give the answer, then then elaborate.
Okay, no problem.
So according to this, 479, evil comes from who?
This is from thee, evil, and if evil befalls thee, what the word is in Arabic.
The magical Arabic.
Why are you mocking? Let's have some professionalism in this discussion.
Stop crying, bro.
No, you're just you're
Stop being feminine, bro.
Disgusting.
cry,
But anyways,
Habibi.
okay. When evil befalls you, it is from God.
Not according to 479.
What about 479?
479 says,
right.
if evil befalls you, it is from yourself.
Right. Okay, so when evil
Okay,
befalls
so that's
you,
a
it's from
contradiction between 478, correct?
yourself. No, that's
Is it
not.
from God or from yourself? Or are you God?
No, that's not.
Are
Okay,
you
check this
God?
out. Now, are you going to let me explain this? So, isn't it interesting that 78 and 79, they say things that are seemingly almost completely contradictory back to back, right?
Wow, you notice
These
it
verses,
too, huh?
Whoa.
these,
You notice
right?
it
So,
too, huh?
right. So, no. These verses, they come together one after the other, right? Now, listen,
Yeah.
bro. If Muhammad was inventing the Quran and he made this stuff up, you might find contradictions all throughout the Quran. But if somebody is inventing something, they're not going to literally contradict themselves one verse after. This is clearly a literary style. So what is God saying here? In what context is God speaking? All is from God. So when evil befalls me, when I do wickedness, it comes from God. God passes the judgment on me, but it is from myself. It is what my hands
That's
and my
not what it
evil has
says,
set
bro.
forth.
That's
That's
not what it
the
says.
proper explanation.
How you know?
Because that's so obvious. It's what it's
No,
saying.
it's not.
Literally,
It's not obvious. You said it's an
Okay.
apparent contradiction. On the surface, when you look at it, you see that it is actually contradicting itself. But now,
No,
since you're trying to dig yourself out of it,
okay,
since you're trying to dig the
Can you-
Quran
can
out
you
of it,
tell me-
now you're trying to
can you-
do some type of mental gymnastics to
That
show.
is not mental gymnastics.
Okay,
That is
so
not mental
how do you?
gymnastics
Okay,
whatsoever.
so are you using something outside of yourself, or are you using your own explanation?
I'm using the guidance of God. God guides me.
That is not what I asked you. Because even if someone else use the guidance of God, they could come to something clearly different.
Yeah, my guidance
No,
of God is showing
no.
that it's a
So
contradiction.
what
If
standard are you
God's
using
guidance-
for your
God's
for your
guidance-
interpretation, bro?
Bro.
What standard are you
Hold on.
using for your
God's
interpretation?
God's guidance is absolute. If God is guiding me and God is guiding the next person beside me, we will come to the exact same
That's a
conclusion.
presupposition. You don't know that.
That's true.
You don't know that.
So okay, so you actually genuinely believe that if God is guiding two different people, he can lead them to different conclusions. You think that?
No, that's what you're just saying that, and you're saying that when you're not giving no evidence for it. Just because you say it, that doesn't make it true. Okay.
Do you agree?
So
Okay.
going back to this, because you're trying to run off and you're running from the
I'm not
actual
running
topic.
off. I'm not running off, bro.
478 says everything good and evil comes from Allah, and he even strengthened this when he says both are destined by Allah. So what is the matter with these people? Like what? They can't comprehend anything. He's telling them everything comes from me, good and evil. So what is wrong with you to even think something is coming from someone? Like these people are dumb. And then he himself turns around and says, whatever good befalls you is from Allah, and whatever evil befall you is from yourself. So now this Allah is contradicting his very self.
Okay. Now hold on for a second. So
he gonna get onto them and be like, "Oh, y'all stupid," but then
so
he contradicts himself.
You're saying this verse is a contradiction. I'm saying not. Okay. You're
what
saying
your
that I cannot demonstrate my interpretation. Okay, you can say that, no problem. But at least the interpretation I'm giving it, does it not resolve any contradiction in your mind? If we say that evil comes from heaven, but it is from what my hands have sent forth, and God sends it as a recompense upon me.
Well, I would just say you're doing better. If you asking me, I would say you're doing better, and you're trying to patch up something that's in your Quran.
You're not answering the question. That's not even there. Obtuse.
That's not even there. It's not even there. Yeah. Wali.
Bro. I'm saying if you accept that, would that not resolve the contradiction?
No, because you're giving a context that's not within the verse. You are Quran only. You are Quran only. So whatever 100%. You come for, so whatever interpretations or something that it's got to be within the context of these verses. It doesn't say anything what you're saying in the context of these verses. Your only source that you can use is the Quran.
Yeah, if you're Quran only, we're going to treat you like Quran only. So we're not going to take a random, no justification explanation for you. We're just going to stick with the Quran.
Hold on. You guys, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. You guys, okay, can you then, so you're asking me to show and necessitate my interpretation from the text, okay?
Yes, because that's the only thing you have. That's the only criteria that holds and binds you.
The first all is from God is talking about the punishment. And then the evil, it is because you caused it with the evil you've done. You're asking me to necessitate this. Can you show me by necessity that your interpretation is correct, that God is contradicting himself and he's speaking of the same thing in the exact same way? How do you know in verse 17?
Because the verse says it.
You interrupt.
They come right after each other.
How do you know in verse
context.
78 he's not talking about the punishment coming from him, and then verse 79 he's talking about what we have done to earn that punishment?
Because they're in subsequent right after each other. That's literally they're both saying in the same exact context. The context doesn't switch.
Okay, I can give you a perfect example of this in the New Testament. This kind of literary style where seeming contradictions are put together to relay a broader point. Let me pull up a verse for you in the New Testament. It's praise be to God. It just came to my head. Okay.
Oh, so you're running from your text.
What? Sorry?
So you're running from the 478 and 479.
No. I want to ask you, is this a contradiction on those very same grounds?
You're running from it, bro.
Bro, you're being dishonest and you know it.
No, you're being dishonest because you are Quran.
God is my witness. I take my Lord as my witness. I am being fully transparent and faithful in this conversation. Bro. I want to pull up a verse in the New Testament that directly relates to what you're saying.
Where you going, little buddy? Stop running. I said, where you going, little buddy? Why you running?
Why you running?
I know you scared. That's why you running off the track. You running from the facts. You ain't never coming back. You can't escape it. You gon' crumble and collapse. As soon as I catch you, I'ma make you run it back.
Allah said,
buddy, stop.
Whatever good, evil, it comes from me.
Can we go to this is the
whatever good and evil, it comes from me. But no, in the very next verse it says whatever good happens to you, it is from Allah. Okay, yeah.
A seeming contradiction.
Whatever evil happens to you, it is from yourself. Wait, what happened?
Bro. Okay, my gosh, you guys aren't gonna let me finish.
I gotta go to the washroom, bro. Finish with him real quick, DJ. It's on you, man.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so this exact same literary style we find in the Bible as well, where a seeming contradiction is put together, but it's talking of two different things in two different contexts. Can you go to Gospel of John, chapter 11, verse 25?
I just want to make sure you can't clearly show from the Quran that this is not a contradiction. You have to jump to a completely different book, completely different timeline. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm showing you. Can you show me that the Gospel of John, chapter 11, verse 25? I
just want to make sure. I just want to get this confession. You can't show me from the Quran that this is not a contradiction. You have to jump to a completely different book in time.
So you know.
I can show you very clearly.
Okay, so stick with the Quran and show how it's not a contradiction.
I've shown you it right there. This is all over the Quran. God says the evil of people, what their hands sent forth, God tells us the evil we experience in our life, it originates with us in our deeds, but it comes as a punishment passed by God. This is all over the Quran. And this perfectly, my interpretation fits that framework. Sorry, say it again.
So the good comes from Allah and the evil comes from Allah, just as the verse clearly says?
The good and the evil, they do come from Allah. By the good and evil, we mean the blessing and the curses and punishments. Yes, they come from
chat.
God.
Okay, so I'm going to read it one more time. Wherever you may be, death will overtake you, even if you're in high towers. Yet if they experience something good, they say this is from Allah. That makes sense. And if an evil thing happens to them, they say this is of your doing. Yeah, that would make sense too. Say, all is from Allah. What is wrong with these people that they do not come near in order to understand an event?
Assalamu alaikum,
so
chat.
Allah is saying, you dummies, don't you know?
Y'all work. Oh, Throne's working on Valentine's Day. That's crazy.
Right. It comes from God because of what you've done. It befalls you from yourself. That's what it's saying here. I want just quickly do this.
So it says evil comes from Allah too, right?
You go to John 11:25.
You're conceding.
Todd is also working.
I'm not conceding anything.
You're conceding that you can't solve it from the Quran. You have to go to a book completely different from the context.
No, I'm going to instruct you using the Gospel of John.
No,
you're going to read this.
You're relying on my book.
No, you're going to read this. You're going to read this passage in the Gospel of John, and you're going to tell me it's not a contradiction. And you're going to tell me it's not a contradiction for the same reason I'm saying this is not a contradiction, because it's talking of two different things.
Wait, is Bear saying bye or what's going on?
Go to John 11:25, unless you're scared.
Hold on, I'm letting the homie say bye if he is saying bye. I don't know.
And by the way, for the audience's sake, if you want to see the most thorough refutation of the Bible in the world, check out my channel, Servants of God Alone, my live stream.
We've been hearing these dumb tracks from Muslims like for plenty of years, man. You're not bringing.
I'm not your regular so-called Muslim.
Okay.
Oh, my bad. I had an echo. My bad. I was on mute, y'all. My bad.
John 25. Is anyone going to come there with me?
Dude, so I want you to admit you're not. So you have to jump to a completely different book. You need our book?
That's not what I'm doing. I'm using.
So do you need our book to solve your contradiction?
You guys have basic reading comprehension issues.
Waleed, I want to ask, do you need our book to solve your contradiction?
I don't need your book to solve my contradiction, alleged
contradiction. Then why are you running?
Albie? I'm showing you that your book speaks in the exact same way, but you're not going to call this a contradiction because you're going to apply a different standard to the Quran than the Bible. If this was in the Bible, you would not say it's a contradiction.
Oh,
absolutely
man, you're just
not.
running, bro. You can't explain it from your Quran, bro.
The only one who's running is you because you're not coming to John 11:25. Go to John 11:25.
Nope, I'm not going to do it.
And I'm the one who's running.
Just as long as you admit that you need our Bible to solve your contradiction, then we can go there.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying I need the Bible to solve the contradiction. The Bible's not the word of God.
Okay, so for you as a Quran-only Muslim, you're saying you need literary context and you need the context of Muhammad's time, right? So what context are you going to go to?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying basic reading comprehension.
So literary context, right?
Not literary context, reading comprehension.
Oh my goodness.
Bro, are you a revert?
No, bro. I'm a Muslim all my life, bro.
Oh, okay. You grew up in the States?
I'm from Canada.
Oh, you're from Canada. Okay. So you're native Arab?
I'm Pakistani by descent.
Oh, Pakistani. Okay. Just wondering. Okay. So
okay, so you guys are not going to go to John 11:25. Okay, then I'll just say something different then. Okay, you guys can accept my answer or not, no big deal, whatever. We go back to God on the day of judgment. Do you realize the Bible like the Old Testament, the specifically the what's called the Torah and the New Testament, they teach two entirely different religions, completely different religions and messages. There is no way to reconcile them.
Your religion preaches a entire different religion.
No,
both of
one
them.
thing, whether you accept the Quran is from God or not, you can, anybody, don't even take my word for it. Anybody on this live stream can go and read the Quran. You will see it has the same author all the way through.
Mind if I go through
Absolutely.
if he connects with the previous prophets?
Sorry, say it again.
I was asking Word a question. Mind if I go through if he connects with the previous prophets? Can we trust Islam?
Yeah, go ahead.
You're not going to let me ask my points. You're just going to, you got, so, okay, so.
No, look, Waleed.
You guys have set this up as an interrogation and not a truly intelligent, scholarly, academic discussion.
You started off this conversation trying to force us to listen to you pray to your fake God. And so once we muted you, you cried about it saying, oh, why did you mute me? Because we're not going to listen to you pray to your fake God, dude.
I prayed to the Creator.
You're not going to force us to listen to you pray to your God.
You don't believe.
So we're gonna go to. Yeah, you try to force it. We said no, we're not doing that, and then you try to force it. We're gonna stick with the topic. And so
I came in here mistakenly thinking you guys are believers and you have any respect for God.
Right.
And when a man is glorifying the Almighty, that you would have respect for that.
Word was
But clearly you don't.
He said,
if
no,
Jesus
we're not
was
going
here,
to
he would have absolute respect for what I was saying because I'm glorifying his God, the Almighty. You guys clearly don't believe in God. You believe in this religion, this man-made idea, a Christian tradition. You don't believe in God. No respect. Oh, they got me out. All praise be to God. You saw that? You saw how the way they were doing that? That was an interrogation. They didn't even let.
What they were accusing you of, they were doing.
Yeah, unbelievable, the projection. And what I was gonna show them.
Why did these Christians, they just cut and run? You always get this.
Yeah, because they don't want to get into it. They know they're gonna get spanked. They're gonna get spanked. Okay, so here's the point. God says in the Quran that what's it called? God says, when good comes from you, to you, it's from God. When evil comes, it is all from God. Then he says, when evil comes, it's from you. The punishment comes from God, but it comes from what you have done. And this is a literary way of speaking. You put together two seeming contradictions to highlight a point, because they're talking of two different things here. What I was trying to show them, the Gospel of John speaks the exact same way, but they won't say it's a contradiction. So I'm saying when God says the evil is from God, he's talking about the punishment. But then when he says the evil is from you, it's what you have done to cause the punishment. The context is different. Same thing in the Gospel of John. Gospel of John, chapter 11, verse 25. We'll read New International Version. Jesus said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live even though they die. Is that a contradiction? The one who believes in me will live even though they die. It's not a contradiction. It's speaking of two different things. He's talking about spiritual life, but physical death. But if I were to read it the same way they're trying to read the Quran, it's a contradiction there. Prove to me he's talking about spiritual life and not death. It's basic reading comprehension. It's putting together a seeming contradiction to relay a deeper point. The one who believes in me, he will live even though he dies. All evil comes from God, but the evil comes from yourself. It's to relay a deeper point. It's talking about two different contexts. Again, when Jesus talks about living, he talks about living in a spiritual sense, but death in a physical sense. When God talks about all evil comes from God, he's talking about the punishment comes from him, but the evil comes from you. It's what you have done. It's very clear, but they're lacking that. You see these people, no honesty. So they'll face God in the day of judgment. All praise to our Lord.